Prawaas, if you ask me, is a very unique show. Unique in the sense that it brings the customers to be at the front of who is organizing the event, and therefore you are interfacing with the customers in a much more stronger way. It's not a general exhibition. Exhibition organized by customers, and in this case bus operators themselves. So we already see here a whole host of crowd. I believe it's a record this year again, with about 5,500 people as in bus operators already registered, and no second guess to think as to why we should be here or not. We are at the middle of the bus fraternity in India these 2.5 days, and we very much value it, and I think we also are happy working with the customers to show what we do, get their opinion, feedback, and then work on it to even come closer to our customers. So it's a legacy for us. This is the 4th edition of Prawaas. We have been always associated with the Boki as a community and also operators very closely. Every event, every 2 years, we have seen that we've been able to step up. Compared to the last one, we are taking even more stronger steps to convey and communicate the point that we are in this business for long term. We are looking to shape the future of bus industry, partly also because we are uniquely positioned as a company also to do that. Being a joint venture between Volvo and Eicher, we have the best of both worlds with us. On one hand, we have extremely productive, efficient and smart large market vehicles. On the other hand, we are able to offer value proposition across our product range, and then we are the only ones to also offer buses in the premium range. So combined force together from VECV today is able to address the market in a very, very broad-based manner, and we have value to add. Our what we look forward to communicate and offer to the market is that with every segment, as VECV, as Eicher and Volvo brands, we want to add something more to the customer's interest. Customers can be benefited with, and that is our value proposition to the market always. Yeah, I think we've chosen our products this year also very selectively in a very good way. What we have done differently is to bring a school bus into an exhibition like this. And why school? I think we must also appreciate and recognize that school is a large part of the business that we have in India. It's a segment where we are carrying very, very impressionable minds, and at the same time very sensitive part of our society, which is children and school going kids. We're seeing that there is a growth in the school segment itself, both qualitatively as well as in terms of scale, because more and more schools are going for organized transport, but at the same time the demands on vehicle comfort and vehicle safety is so much more relevant even for school. Keeping all of these things in mind, we as a company are always focused on school, and as you know, Eicher is a very, very strong school bus brand, and we always again look to provide that extra feature which the schools or the children can appreciate. So what we have put here is a school bus, our Pro series, with the added values of or features of AMT, automatic mechanical transmission, which is definitely going to add to the safety and performance of the vehicle. Also air conditioned and with very, very good design. Overall design outlook of this bus is far, far superior to what was offered before. So in that sense, it's an extremely exciting new bus design with a whole host of features. And then Bangalore is also a hub for school bus in many ways, with strong bus operators and schools here. And I think this is an ideal place to showcase this bus. And I think we are the only ones showing a school bus here today. Otherwise, apart from school, we are on the Eicher side bringing our all new 13.5 intercity coach in the electric bus category. Here also we are the first ones in India to launch an intercity bus at 13.5 meter length. The bus has come with extremely good design, and we are sitting in this bus right now, and you can feel a fairly good presence, fairly premium presence also in this. And I think that when we operationalize very soon, will be well accepted in the market. Then we move on to our brand on the Volvo side, where we have taken a step up on the 9600 design sleeper coach. This sleeper was launched in the last Prawaas 2 years back, and it was already an instant hit. It has great appreciation and recognition in the social media as well. But what we have done with it is now to improvise and provide much better interiors. interiors which can be at the level of global standard today. And we had to work very hard to get the right materials and right design elements to be developed in the Indian context. And what you see is a absolutely cozy interior space that I think a premium bus passenger will appreciate. So right now on the Volvo side, the great looks of the bus and the design of that bus goes now with a commensurate set of interiors which will actually position it very well. So the whole story from our side is about how we step up our game across each segment of the bus business that we participate in. EV segment has been a very, very good one, I would say, because given the kind of push from the government side and also the responsibility and ownership taken by all the stakeholders involved. And in this particular business, there are a number of stakeholders involved, right from bus manufacturers to all the players in the EV segment, including the charging infrastructure and so on and so forth. I think we have taken a very, very good stride forward in the way EV has evolved over the course of the last few years. And as you said, it is more or less driven or dominated in the city segment, and rightfully so, because public transport in the urban spaces or in the city spaces are an area which needed much transformation, and government has chosen that as one area to support with subsidies and keep the focus on. But we will see going forward other segments also evolving, and it is here that we have also played a small role, or a good role if I can say, where we have chosen our segments and penetration in the EV space very carefully. So far we have had our product on the 9-meter segment ready, and we have deployed that in a couple of cities for urban transport. But we have moved well beyond that. I think we have chosen different segments to put our buses in today. We have got a presence in school segment. Then we have taken a number of corporates for staff transportation. We are also making inroads in some select segments of institutional areas like railways and also for Indian Army. But these are all different applications, different sections of society we are engaging with to see that we are making the right steps, and also learn along the way to see that we are equipping ourselves strongly before we press the gas for larger scale. As we said now, we were showcasing the 13.5-meter intercity coach, and over the next few months we are going to be working to get more products out on the EV portfolio, mainly in terms of what we will do on the city buses for the 12-meter category low floor, and also for tarmac. These are a couple of products that are going to be launched soon, and slowly we'll develop a full range or a good range for us on the EV side. And we were more keen to just find a presence in the marketplace. So with very careful choosing, we have gone to 2 cities. We have a few more cities in discussion. And in addition to that, for the 9-meter, as I mentioned, we had different applications, school stuff, and we've also then taken this very interesting Odisha Puri tour circuit. So these kind of segments we've chosen carefully to get into it. It was not for us a question of how much we want to take as a pie of the market. So overall, something like 300-350 vehicles we are deployed, and that is what we are happy with at this moment. And we will consolidate that and grow from here. Offering my compliments to the entire stakeholders involved in the bus industry to come out so resiliently and strongly to recover from COVID, the kind of hit that the bus industry took, and to be in the situation that we are in today. And I think it has been remarkable. We've seen over the last 2 years market bouncing back, starting with replacement demands or the fructifying of the pent-up demand, leading the growth in the industry from a low base. But more or less the industry sort of came close to normalizing already last year. But we are seeing an unprecedented growth in the bus business. A growth which, to your point, is actually very broad-based. We're seeing growth in almost all segments and applications of the bus industry, and maybe that is for different reasons also. Generally speaking, the momentum that we see on the growth side plus the fact that it is impacting the lives of people in a way that they are now getting more conscious in terms of the quality of transport, and also leading to growth in aspects of tourism, aspects of, as I mentioned probably earlier, the growth in the school bus segment itself. These kind of things are leading to a growth in every pocket of public transport. We are seeing more participation for school because organized school transportation is coming into the play. Growth in the manufacturing sector, and also coming back from COVID, and the replacement and augmentation of new fleets is leading to a new kind of a growth spurt in the staff transportation. Our STUs are buying again in large ways, large numbers, and that has led to a phenomenal growth in the buying on the heavy duty bus segment, both private and STUs put together. Intercity travel, based on the economic growth and the improvement in the road infrastructure, has actually led to an unprecedented growth in the intercity segment. Heavy duty buses in this financial year itself has grown in the first few months to, let's say, more than 50%. So that kind of growth is phenomenal. So overall, I would say we are in the middle of a good run, which is based on factors which are more fundamental in nature, and therefore this growth is likely to be more sustainable. And on iShare's side, we have built ourselves even more strongly on both on the product range and capacities to see that we are able to participate in each of these segments, and I think that is showing in our growth as well on the bus side. And I think this is also the time to kind of make our presence felt by being there in the market. Absolutely. To be able to to participate in the right segments with the right kind of product, so that we are setting the right base for future growth. I would like to say it this way, that there will be fairly good growth that we will see during the course of this financial year. First few months have already indicated that, and I think the rest of the year will also follow suit. So we're definitely going to see a fairly good growth this year. I would not want to put a number to it because it depends upon how you look at the numbers. But it's not just the growth that we will see, but I think, as I said before, we're likely to see a sustenance of this kind of a business level, which is more important.
Absolutely.